I'm Christella from Faye, and today I want to show you how to make your own nut butter with your Thermomix. So if you've never made it, I highly recommend you give it a go. It's so easy, and really all you need is the nut that you want to use, maybe some little bit of oil if you want to make it blend faster. So let me show you how to do it so you can then give it a go yourself. So I'm using just some almonds today. Mine are roasted, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, but I'm just going to throw these into the Thermomix. So I've got about 500 grams of almonds. You can do half a batch, so only like 250 grams if you prefer, but I just wanted to make a big batch just to show you how it's made and how beautiful it turns out. And we go through it so easily. So I'm making a big batch. So then I'm just going to blend that up on speed 9 for 30 seconds. Like after about, this was only about 20 seconds. So then what I just want you to do is just scrape it down. So see how it's hitting the sides? If you scrape it down so that you push it to the middle so the blades can continually hit the to turn it into a paste. Otherwise, it'll keep flicking on the side and it won't blend properly. So it's really important to keep scraping down the sides. Now, this is the step where I would add some oil. And the only reason why you add the oil is so it blends faster. Honestly, you don't have to add the oil. It'll just take a couple of extra minutes to blend up, but it definitely still turns into a paste because the nuts will release oil, and that's how you get your nut butter. But just to speed the process up while I'm on a live, I'm just going to throw in a little bit of oil. So I'm using macadamia oil. You can use any type of oil that you prefer, coconut oil, olive oil, whatever you prefer. Bit of, and then I'm just going to blend it again, okay? So speed 8 this time. I just show it to you. See, that was another 20 seconds. And see how it's really starting to turn into a paste? It's looking good, but not quite there yet. I want it smoother, so I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to scrape down the sides. Now, the more of the paste that's created, the lower the speed you have to go. Because if you keep going at a high speed, it's just going to flick everything to the side and it's not going to keep blending it. So I'd probably go down to about speed 5 now, because it's still quite thick and I really want a smooth paste. So just make sure you scrape down the sides and push it towards the blade so it can keep blending, okay? So speed 5 now, and then that should take a lot longer too. It should last a little bit longer. Now, because mine are roasted as well, they'll be a little bit more dry, so that's why I really wanted to add the oils so that it really blended it up. If you're using really fresh almonds, it probably wouldn't even need the oil. But if you like, I keep my almonds in the fridge, so they dry out a lot more. And so I made another batch, and it took like 15 minutes without any oil to blend up. I'll just show it to you. Like, it's beautiful. How nice is that? There's no oil added to that, but it's just a beautiful almond butter. And almond butter is so versatile. You can do so many things with it. So you can add it to some apples, you can put it on celery, you can put it on bananas, you can add it to cakes, to your porridge, there's so many things you can do with almond butter. I will share some more links and things on my blog so you can get some ideas of how to use the almond butter. But if you've never made almond butter or any type of nut butter, this is as simple as it is. Literally, it's just blending now in the background. I'm going to leave it for a couple of minutes, and it will be ready to use straight away. But you can change the nuts up. You could try cashews, you could try macadamias, and you can even add things to it. So like to the almond butter, you could add some cocoa and make it like a chocolate nut butter, or sweeten it up with say some vanilla, or add a little bit of salt just to give it that little bit more flavor. Now the other thing I want to show you is the different types of almonds you could use, okay? And this goes with any type of nut. You could use, like I've used roasted almonds. Now the way I've done my roasted almonds, I'm just going to show you this, is I've activated them. So all this is a kilo of nuts. I've added filtered water and a bit of salt. Now what that does, that gets rid of the acid on the nuts, and makes it easier for you to digest them. So they're a lot more, the better for you, and they actually do taste a lot better. So you can then dry them in the oven. That's what I did to roast them. If you put on a really low heat, like as low as your oven goes, you'd have to do it for like 24 hours. That's sort of like dehydrated. or you can do it in a dehydrator itself if you have one. Otherwise, I just put the heat up a little bit higher in the oven and just actually roast them, so it's faster and easier. And that's the nut butter that I'm making today. So yeah, use dehydrated, activated, any types of nuts you like, but it will change the flavor, and that's the beauty of making it yourself. You can change it up to however you enjoy it. So I'm just gonna stop this and show you what it looks like now. It should be in a beautiful paste now. And then I'll show you how I tip it into my jar just to make it easier. Oh, it's amazing. I just have to show you. See how beautiful? You can just tell by the side of how thin it is on the side of how beautiful it is. Like, look how liquidy it is. Like, how nice is it? So good. I'm so happy with that. See, it was just happening in the background. And there you go. You have your nut butter. Now, let me show you how it's really easy to tip it into a jar. So, I've just got a jar and it's been sterilized. So I keep the lid on so it keeps it sterilized. I've just taken the lid off, and now I just put my Thermomix lid on top. Try and get a jar like that fits on top or that's similar, so that's easy just for you to just pour it straight in. Let's put this down here so you can see. There you go. And then just pour it in. See how easy that is? So then if it spills on the sides, usually it goes straight in. And I try and get it right to the top so that it, when I seal it, it's airtight. Now you can keep this out in the cupboard. You can keep it in the cupboard or you can keep it in the fridge. Just be mindful that if you do add it to the fridge, it will go hard. And yeah, that's how simple a nut butter is. So you have to go try and make it and let me know what you think. If you've given it a go before, let us know what type of nut butters you enjoy. I'd love to see your comments. Be sure to join the link that I've shared in the description if you'd like to see more recipes like this. I always send free recipes out in my newsletters, so join the link and you'll receive something in your inbox soon. I can't wait to chat to you there. See you later, guys. Bye.